So somebody tell me, did Drake drop? Did Iceman drop? I ain't think so. Did we hear anything like really significant from Drake in the last couple of years or so? I ain't think so. I ain't think so. I'm just wondering because now the goalpost is moving. DJ Akademiks got a video. I guess this is the new narrative. So now it ain't Kendrick hasn't done enough. He needs to do one more year for him to be considered to be reigning, for it to be dot era. Right? Mind you. Well, first we got to go back to the fact that this actually was a concept from the hell is his name? Elliot Wilson. So that's first and foremost, okay? But yeah, man. It gets more and more outlandish as we go. But anything to distract us from the fact that the boy, he ain't got nothing, man. He might be working on something, but I think they worried about how it's going to do compared to all the other stuff that has come out since the battle, from the bigger artists. You feel me? But let's listen to this outlandish ass take that Akademiks got when it comes to Kendrick and the dot era.
Kendrick, I believe, this is a make or break year for him as well.
That's true.
If you ask me,
all right, y'all, I might do a lot of stopping. I don't know. I'll try not to, but okay, come on, man. What we talking about, bro? What we talking about now? A make or break year? What? This nigga just cleaned up at the Grammys. What is he making or breaking? More records? This guy. Oh, this is a make or break. Bro, this dude just cleaned up at the Grammys. Won more Grammys than Jay-Z from an album that they tried their best to, to crap on and everything. And they still talking stuff about it. But this is a make or break year, y'all. This right here is going to tell us everything we need to know about Kendrick. This is the year, man. If he doesn't do it this year, then I'm telling you, no. Come on. This is crazy. Let's keep going.
I've always said ever since Drake came out, he's ruled every year, right? I want to say post 2010, right? He's been, if you ask me, the MVP of rap, okay? And we're talking about big leagues of rap, because I know some of y'all are like, what did you say? Youngboy was MVP last year? Or Cardi or whatever. He's been the MVP every year, except for 2017. I gave that to Kendrick Lamar. That's the year he dropped Damn. And I'm going to be honest. I think for 2024, I think Kendrick was MVP as well. For 2025, obviously didn't put out much music, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about a top level league here, because obviously people could say Youngboy, that he's like my personal pick overall. But Cardi as well, because Cardi pretty much had the biggest hip hop album that year. But I would probably say, I'll give we could say Kendrick's reign is 2 years, like 2024 and 2025. Now,
this is kind of crazy, man. This is kind of crazy. So listen. I mean, hell, if I can just make up a bunch of rules and kind of like set them in place and get people to go along with it, we can make up some rules. Like, okay, well, what's the rules then to say that Drake fell off? What's the rules? Like, he hasn't had a number one in a while, right? His name ain't been popping. You go to his old catalog. Remember, these streams coming from his old catalog, not his new catalog. So we got to set up some standards. Listen what I want y'all to do, man. Get in the comments. We're going to make up the rules for Drake to have officially fell off. Like, look, when you lose a rap battle, get your ass kicked into oblivion, you sue, you lose the lawsuit, you appeal, and you probably going to lose that too, right? And your name, you get dissed at the Super Bowl, You get this, that, all these other award shows. Man, it just goes on, man. It doesn't stop, man. It really does not stop. I mean, can you ain't put out really no good music? It's a couple good songs on Sexy Songs, but no, nothing of any significance. Yeah. I think by those metrics, we got to say the boy fell off, bro. We got to say the boy fell off, man. We need to just start coming up with our own shit like Akademiks, right? Pulling things out the back of our ass, man. Why not? This is how we judge stuff these days, right? We just make up shit. We come up with our own criteria.
Personally believe when people keep mentioning a dot era, for a dot era to exist, it has to be 3 years.
Says who?
Like every great.
All right, for an era to exist. No, I will say this. For an era to exist, of course, it has to be over time. So yeah, there's definitely some credence to that. 3 years, I think 3 years is a good amount of time. But in this situation, that's not what this is about. This is more about moving the goalposts, right? We're going to just forget everything that's happened. And apparently, the only thing that will lend credence to Kendrick's success is this arbitrary 3-year dot range thing that he's coming up with. You're not slick, man. You're not slick. Not even a little bit.
Like every great rapper has had a 3-year run where they can't be fucked with. No, Lil Baby. Literally. Right? Whether we're going from 50, arguably longer than 3 years, 2003 to 2007 or 2008. Kanye, I think we're just going to say from 2005 to whatever, or 2004 to whatever,
Yeah, but I see what he's saying as far as the era go too, but that's not to say that somebody can't be fucked with, right? Like it don't have to be 3 years in a row. Kendrick been doing this for a minute. He had his times in the past and he's having his time now. No, this argument makes no sense.
Definitely from 2004 to like about 2012, like right till when he dropped about Jesus. I would say Jesus, right? That was a great era. Wayne, I'd probably say, you could kind of stretch the years here. Some would say 2005 to 2009 or 10. When did he go to jail? But some might say 2006 to 2009. Whatever the case is, he had like an impeccable run then. Drake, again, I feel like he's just summed up a bunch of different runs. We got 2010 to 2013, and then 2013 to like beefing with Meek, and then after that to the Pusha T. So I think he just had a bunch of runs. And I think for Kendrick, this is just, again, I'm not saying this has to be facts, right? I'm just saying how I look at things when we're going to think about the history of hip hop.
No,
for Kendrick to have a run, I think this needs to be an important year for him, because I gave him the last 2 years. Last 2 years, okay, you got it. This year, if he still outshines everyone, I think we could say legitimately for the last 3 years, we're in quote unquote the dot era.
So now he legitimizing people with these arbitrary rules he's setting up. It's only to try to diminish the other this dude done broke all sorts of records. Did something I guarantee you no other rapper's going to do, at least not anytime soon in the near damn future, that's for sure. But he got to do this one more thing to be legit. Just this one more thing.
But I wouldn't crown it an era if he had one really good year battling, then the other year he toured and dropped an album and we don't hear from him again. So if
yeah. Let's forget the fact that he had a world tour in stadiums, right? He had a world stadium tour that sold out, went off without a hitch. I mean, there was a couple places that had some issues so they couldn't do the venues, but world sold out. First time for a rapper, all right? He had songs like Luther that had to get kicked off a Billboard they was on so long. All right, what are we talking about, dude? What are we talking about, man?
He drops this year, which I'm under good authority to I'll still say speculate that he has some things up his sleeve and not just being on Baby Keem's album. So we'll see what he has to do as well. But, I kind of started this with saying
you should have started this by saying, I'm about to say a bunch of bullshit, because that's what you just did. Hey, Charles Brown be on the head top. Pause. He on here already. He said, well, he already got 2, fuck nigga. Hey, Charles be quick on the draw on these posts. Oh man, Moxie approved, said, relax, guys. It's just a sponsorship ad. Act crazy, man. Just be yapping. Kendrick for sure has to drop an album this year to solidify this run. You can't be on top of the throne and just not nurture the fans. We can't be waiting years for this one. I don't think we're going to be waiting years, honestly. Make or break after all that recent feats is wow. It is. It is. Make or break after all the recent feats is crazy. You're like crazy. Like crazy. For real. This dude doing some real mental, like the goalpost moving is ridiculous on this one. Hack is on his way to a 3-year run of glazing Drake that will make all of Drake's exes look bad. Solidify himself with who? Akademiks. Hey man. Yeah, this is just pure entertainment, yo. I wonder if Akademiks does like a storyboard for this bullshit. Like he said, all right, come on, y'all. We need to brainstorm some of the craziest shit that we could say. Whether or not it don't gotta matter. Fact, it's better if it don't make sense. Yeah. I feel like it's more of a paid sponsorship. There should be a tag at the bottom, paid sponsorship. You should have to let people know that this is sponsored by OVO. But no, Dot been solidified. He gonna be solidified. I don't know how we just overlook all the accomplishments, all the awards. This ain't got nothing. This is pure. Again, they want to make it about anything but the skill and the talent of the individual. And I guarantee you, if he drops something this year and it goes off well, it's going to be something else. Oh, well, it'll be the sales. Maybe they will look in their bag of tricks and find something that they can pull out and run with. Trust you me. That's why you can't live to please these fools, man. And I'm glad that Kendrick don't respond to these fools, because man, he'll be running around like a dog chasing his tail, trying to dispel or come at these narratives, man. That's why Drake is going crazy. I'm telling you, that's why Drake is crazy, because he's always trying to go against all these other narratives. Like, just forget about it, dude, and just do you. That's why he's crazy, man. He's local. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. It's make or break. This guy.